the pearl of a runlet that never ceases. With a hollow, boiling voice it speaks, and has spoken since hills were turfless peaks. The water almost makes this place feel peaceful.
Yeah, almost. Do you mind if we keep moving?
So, did you ever come back?
Shh, keep it down.
Better?
Much.
Why do people always feel like they have to whisper in cemeteries?
I don't know. Probably just a mirror neuron thing.
Oh, what?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Uh, anyway, have you been back here at all? Since the funeral?
No. I've never had a reason to. Thankfully.
Our mother made us come here all the time. It was so weird.
Mom, why do we always come here?
Does it bother you?
No, it's just weird because we don't know any of these people. I mean, except Eddie's mom.
It never hurts to say hello.
Because they're very lonely.
That's right, sweetie. And sometimes, even if you can't see them, they stay with you. In here. Always here.
Mom?
Always.
She loved us. A lot, but sometimes it was like loving us hurt her.
Do you think she was just really scared of losing us?
Maybe. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, most parents are scared of losing their kids.
Huh. Building a house right next to the cemetery. Hard to think of a worse idea than that.
Well, look at Michael. Some people actually go to cemeteries willingly. People with functional families, I guess.
Yeah, you let me know if you ever meet one of those. Well, here's the crooked tree, but no Tessa.
Let's check around for her parents' grave, just to make sure this is the right spot.
You think it's possible Michael remembered it wrong?
Well, I've done inventory with him before, so yes.
Guess again.
Look, there's Michael.
Wait, is this the one we called Big Crookedy?
The exact one.
Why didn't we call it Gnarls Branching? Total missed opportunity.
Because we weren't hip to basketball back then? Or CeeLo Green?
Damn. I remember it going all the way up to the clouds.
Everything does when you're 4 feet tall. Anything?
Nah, just a whole lot of nothing. Ben. Short and simple. I like it.
Come on, there's only a handful left. No luck on my end. You?
Nothing. Lewis. Wasn't he that fancy fisherman?
Yep. Eddie still watches reruns of the show he was on. Every once in a while his face pops up. It's super weird.
When did Michael's uncle die?
Last year. It was really hard on him. He's still feeling it. Long time no see. Do you want some company?
Come on over. Make yourselves comfortable. So, how are you holding up?
The sooner this is all over, the better. So far, it seems like everyone in town's got an ugly secret. Please don't let me find yours.
I'm way too good at disposing of bodies.
Is this a bad time?
With you? Never.
Don't mind me. I'm not really here.
Hey, I get to see your ugly mug almost every day. You're old news, lady.
You wound me. Deeply.
So, can I help you guys out somehow?
So what was your uncle like?
Oh boy. Where do I start? You know that one grumpy grandpa in all the sitcoms? The one that types like a T-Rex and never leaves his recliner?
Just how does one type like a T-Rex?
You know, almost kissing the keyboard. Like, makes you look like you got tiny baby arms, like a T-Rex.
Never change, Michael.
Anyway, as grumpy as he was, they didn't make him any sweeter than him. He's the kind of guy who accepted you for where you were at, even when he didn't approve.
Not many of those out there. You and your uncle were really close, huh?
Definitely. I could push his buttons without even trying. My family's old school Plinkett. Spent more time with my uncle than my dad. He was the first person to test out all my new recipes. Even before Allison.
Guess I should thank Uncle William for saving me from a muffin top.
If you need a new taste tester, sign me up.
As if you had a choice. I plan to hit you both up for feedback my whole way through school.
I'm in. As long as there's nothing as adventurous as that Plinkett-style salmon with pepper and saffron.
No, I'm promising that. Fortune favors the bold, goes double for food.
So we might be having some trouble finding a particular grave?
You serious? Walk straight to the big tree, then look to your right. I swear, bats have better eyesight than you two.
Says the guy wearing glasses.
Yeah, but these are magnifying glasses. and they do infrared, so I see everything.
Talk to you later.
You bet.
You did look an awful lot like Jack Torrance yesterday with that axe.
Here's Mikey. But for real though, we gotta schedule a movie night ASAP. Anyway, girl, I know you're in it right now, but try not to let it get to you. Juna's gonna seem real boring after all this.
Terrible.
Food for tax returns?
You got yourself.
Allison, you coming?
I'll be right there. Well, I better make sure he doesn't get lost.
De Leon.
That's the one.
Don't tell me we missed her.
Hello, Mr. Eagle.
Kids, it's time.
We really have to go, Eddie?
You can hold my hand if you want.
I can walk fine on my own.
It'll be quick, okay? Then we'll get something to eat.
The day of the funeral. I barely remember it.
That's probably for the best. I don't think either of us are exactly eager to relive what went on behind that gate.
So, I know I said we didn't have to visit her grave.
But it feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. Do you remember where she is?
No. For what it's worth, I remember staring at the water during the funeral.
Allison, please.
I'm not going!
Allison, come back!
Yeah. Any hope that this would be easier than last time? Totally gone.
At least this time no one's sending me away.
I'm holding you to that. Afterwards, you and I had a moment over there by the totem, right? I wonder if we could see that.
Doesn't hurt to check.
I won't let them take you away. I'm gonna tell them the truth.
You swore, Allison. I'm gonna be okay. Please, don't worry about me.
I know I'm supposed to get over this Brown thing, but I really wish you'd been able to come visit that much.
Yeah, me too, but... Look, I didn't make any promises that day. You did. Watch.
They all think you killed her. It's not fair.
I'll be okay. You have to take care of yourself now.
See?
It's possible, but I don't think so.
Well, I know so. Thinking about it got me through the rest of the day.
I'll be back soon, alright? Promise. I'll be back soon, alright? Promise.
But I'm gonna come see you every week, and we'll talk with our voice every day. But I'm gonna come.
I'll be back soon, alright? Promise. Chief Brown's gonna take care of you. We'll be okay. You'll see.
About to start.
I'm sorry it took me so long to come back. I got so caught up in everything that...
You really don't have to explain. I understand what you were going through now.
Are you ever gonna let me finish my sentences?
Maybe someday, but not today.
This spot's familiar. Man, I forgot how hard Marianne took it when Brown's mom died.
Well, we were only 4, but yeah. She lost one of her only friends. She was always saying how she never would have found a place in Delos Crossing without Carol.
You think her death kicked off Marianne's, you know...
It definitely didn't help, but no. It was years later. You think Snowball still lives in there?
Snowy owls only tend to live about 10 years.
Oh, rest in peace, Snowball. Ty.
This is it. Right?
Yeah. God, I think I need a second.
I'm gonna have a look around, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, all good.
This might take a while. Still not the one. Not this one. She's gotta be here somewhere.
Is that her?
What the hell was going on with you? What? Broke?
Why didn't you say anything? We were your goblins. You didn't have to do it all alone.
Tessa?
Kids, I wasn't expecting to see. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Feeling a little guilty, maybe?
When we pass on, our graves are all anyone has to remember us by. Letting hers just fall apart would be cruel. I'm not a cruel person.
Cruel enough to call social services on our mother.
I wanted to protect you. Marianne was getting worse all the time. I was afraid that if things kept going the way they were, then one day...
We were going to end up dead?
Look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you the whole story back in the store, but I didn't want you to...
Enough with the excuses. What the hell happened to her? Why'd you turn your back on us?
Your mom was always just barely getting by, and over the years she burned a lot of goodwill. It got so bad, no one was willing to hire her. And the stress of that, well, it took its toll. I tried to help, but she pushed me away. She pushed us all away. In the end, she isolated herself from everyone. She was alone and out of options.
She had us! Until you threatened to have us taken away!
I couldn't let her drag you down with her. She had you stealing for God's sake. Your mother never wanted to be a part of this community. She always thought she was better than the rest of us. A spoiled little girl playing fairy princess in the woods. If she just settled down with someone instead of running around with married men, well, just ask Sam Kansky how much better that would have been for everyone.
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What happened between them?
I wasn't thinking. Please, just forget I said anything.
Tessa!
All I know is whatever went on, Laura left Sam over it. But I shouldn't have said anything about that. I promised I wouldn't. I'm sorry, kids.
I get that Marianne wouldn't let you help her. But there had to be a better way to deal with it. Especially if she was having some kind of crisis.
Yes, you're right. There were other things I could have done. Better things. I know I've made mistakes. All I can do now is say that I'm sorry. If I could give you back your mother, I would. I don't deserve your forgiveness, especially yours, Tyler. But if there's a place for me in your lives, I'd like to be there.
I have to know something first. Are you good with who I am?
I've been thinking about that since you came home. I believe that my life is better for having lived it by God's word. But I also believe we don't always understand what he's saying to us. I pray for guidance. And seeing you standing here in front of me, such a strong and thoughtful young man, I think I have his answer.
It means a lot to me. Thank you.
Tessa, I know the last couple of days have been heated. I'm up for a fresh start if you are, but it's not really up to me. Tyler?
thought you couldn't stand her. What happened?
She did the only thing she thought she could. I can relate to that.
I'm done losing people. And if we can't let people grow, then what the hell kind of chance do we have?
Thank you. Both of you. Kids, I never knew your mother's whole story, but it was obviously very painful. She always said you two were the only good luck she'd ever had. I'm going to try harder to forgive her. I hope you can as well. If you two are in town tomorrow, come by the cafe. Lunch is on me.
There gonna be coconut cake on the menu?
You know, I think there just might be. I'll see you two tomorrow then.
We'll be there. Come on.
That was something, huh?
Yeah, it was.
I had pretty much given up on her, but I guess sometimes people change.
I know. I feel like a total ass right now.
You shouldn't. She needed to hear all of that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Still, I might bring in a peace offering my first day back. Any ideas?
Jesus stuff?
Maybe I'll just finally bring back that book I borrowed 6 months ago.